Growing up in Mississippi, we lived on a farm, and it was by this large lake. It was 12 miles long in the shape of a horseshoe and a mile wide. Beautiful freshwater lake. We fished all day and enjoyed it. My father raised cotton, alfalfa, corn, you name it. And cotton was the main crop. And some years were very good, but there were years when it was quite a gamble, because he would plant the seeds, and the rains would come, as they do in Mississippi, and wash away the seeds, and he'd have to start all over. So some years we didn't make as much money as others. We had the alfalfa to feed the cattle, and of course there were lots of rabbits that lived in there. And we had a friend who had an airplane who dusted our crops, the cotton crops, and he would use the alfalfa field to take off and land. And we had a little lumber company. My father called it the Grunt and Groan Lumber Company, and he would cut down trees and make boards. And in fact, you have to do everything on the farm. My mother and grandmother had recipes for how to make cold cream to whatever. They made everything, and you had to make everything count. Raised fruits and vegetables, and you canned everything, even meats. And living by a lake in the south, we had alligators, and they would come into the swimming area, and we'd just make a lot of noise and scare them away so we could swim. And we fished all the time, and there was all kinds of fish there, from gars to striped bass to white perch to you name it. We had soft shell turtles, and mostly we had moccasins, which were very dangerous, and mosquitoes. And the moccasins we had to really watch out for them. And my aunt would come to visit, and she'd want to seine for bait to go fishing. And by bait, I mean there were tiny, tiny shrimp in there that were clear. They weren't pink, as you're used to seeing, but they were clear. You could see through them. And I was the one who had to take the seine out into the bayou to seine for this and bring it in. And one day I came in with a seine full of baby moccasins. Needless to say, that's the last time I seined for her. And we used worms after that. So, and around the farm we had all kinds of wild things, from wild grapes to persimmons, pecans, walnuts. It was kind of a paradise, and I miss it.